Hey, Imperfect Life Insiders. This is Kamira with imperfectlife.com. And today I want to talk to you about a topic. What is broken heart syndrome? So, if you have experienced the loss of a pet or loss of a loved one, you know that it can be one of the most devastating experiences of your life, not only emotionally, but literally physically. So, broken heart syndrome, I wanted to talk a little bit about that today. If you are not familiar, I will go into this a little bit, but you can check out the extended detail on my blog, imperfectlife.com, and I will leave a link in the description box below. But if for those of you, if this is your first time watching this video or my channel, my name is Kamira, and I am author of imperfectlife.com, where I discuss navigating life after pet loss through inspiration and art. So I lost my cat Dusty at the age of, her age was 14. And for me, she was my heart cat, or some people say heart dog, heart pet. But she saw me through many of my life's milestones and was the best cat ever. And naturally, it was downright devastating. So, with this change and transition, I was heartbroken. And, you learn to live through your grief with time. But it brings me to this topic of broken heart syndrome. So, what is it? When I had lost my cat Dusty, I was in the grieving process and I happened to be watching the news. And there was a story about a woman whose dog passed away. And, she had suffered from what she thought was a heart attack days after her dog's death. But after going to the hospital, the doctors discovered that this woman, she didn't actually suffer a heart attack, but had broken heart syndrome. So if you're asking yourself, is this a real thing? Yes, it is a real thing. Broken heart syndrome, um, you may be asking, well, how is it different than a heart attack? So let me break it down just a little. According to heart.org, and I quote, broken heart syndrome, also called stress-induced cardiomyopathy or Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, can strike even if you're healthy. A part of your heart temporarily enlarges and doesn't pump well while the rest of your heart functions normally or with even more forceful contractions, unquote. So that is a description of broken heart syndrome. According to www.heart.org, unlike a heart attack, now this is how it differs. Unlike a heart attack, there's no evidence of a blocked heart arteries in broken heart syndrome. Some signs and symptoms of broken heart syndrome differ from those of a heart attack in broken heart syndrome. Symptoms occur suddenly after extreme emotional or physical stress. So, pet loss would be definitely a trigger. Um, as referenced in this article on www.heart.org, some of the differences are as follows. An EKG results, they don't look the same as a person having a heart attack. Another is blood tests show that there is no signs of heart damage. Third, tests show no signs of blockages in the coronary arteries. 4, tests show ballooning or unusual movement of the lower left heart chamber. And 5, recovery time happens to be quicker and usually within days or weeks in comparison to someone that actually had an actual heart attack. And that's based from www.heart.org. So those are some of the differences. One of the other things when it comes to broken heart syndrome, some interesting statistics. This condition sometimes affects women more than men. I'm not sure why. Also appears that most people who have broken heart syndrome are older than 50 years old, but that doesn't mean you can't be younger. Also, there may have been a history of a neurological condition such as head injury or seizure disorder like epilepsy. Those people may have a greater risk of experiencing broken heart syndrome. And lastly, also those if you have a previous or current psychiatric quote unquote disorder, like anxiety or depression, you might have a higher risk of broken heart syndrome. I personally did not suffer any heart palpitations or anything physical that would require visiting an emergency room. However, I did experience physical symptoms after loss, including, sleeplessness, a little bit of insomnia, maybe loss of appetite, a little bit, stuff like that. But regarding broken heart syndrome, what are some of the triggers? Aside from pet loss, it can also be the loss of a loved one, sometimes divorce, or other life altering changes. Some of the symptoms to look out for are similar to that of a heart attack, so it'll be shortness of breath or chest pain. But the good thing is, in terms of how long this may last, according to the mayoclinic.org, it says in rare cases, broken heart syndrome is fatal. However, most who experience broken heart syndrome quickly recover and don't have any long lasting side effects. So that's the good news. So, just to sum up, when it comes to broken heart syndrome, dealing with the loss and grief teaches you many things. And learning to live through your grief, it's not only just emotional, but it can be physical. But just know with broken heart syndrome, in most cases, it's definitely not fatal and it's something that does not have long lasting impact with consequences in that regard. So let me know in the comments below or on the blog, have you experienced broken heart syndrome that feels similar to a heart attack? Or what other changes after experiencing loss have you experienced either emotionally or physically? I'd love to hear your perspective on this topic. But in the meantime, I just wanted to share that with you just to let you know that some of what you experience going through the grieving process, it's not all in your mind. These are actual things that happen and occur to people, and you are not alone. So, with that said, I wish you well in your day. Stay encouraged, take it day by day. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content. And also, in the link below, I will leave the link to this blog post at length. And also, don't forget to subscribe for more content. And until next time, take care of yourself, and I will talk to you later. Bye.